Hello humans, Master Dinnerflex here, bringing you the low quality content you deserve, and today we're going to be doing a quick discussion and a few combos to demonstrate how Battle of Chaos substantially increased the power of rank 3s. Now this is kind of a little weird of a statement, you might be thinking, but I will go into it very briefly to kind of give you an idea of what I mean. So, within Battle of Chaos and the set Grand Creators, we have been given a lot of tools for rank 3s, and it isn't a rank 3. That's a little weird, but let me go ahead and show you the first really cool new rank 3 interaction. So all you need is a rank 3. So we'll tour guide for tour guide. And we're going to overlay these tour guides for the ghost trick. And if you guys have been on my channel before, you know exactly what combo this is. We will overlay the Alucard into Angel of Mischief to attach the Alucard specifically to search Ghost Trick Shot, a new common card in Battle of Chaos, which I was kind of shocked by. But you can activate this, and what it says is special summon a Ghost Trick monster from your hand or graveyard. Alucard. And then we can overlay the Alucard for Angel of Mischief, and then we can overlay both Angels of Mischief for F-Zero and Draco Future, and when the Alucard is into the grave, you add back the Ghost Trick Shot, so every following turn you have a Dante Seer loop that is entirely generic. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to summon Seer. You just activate this spell to summon back your monster, which will get back your spell, which summons back this monster. It's literally a generic Dante Seer loop, which is kind of nice. And since Ghost Trick is a dark zombie, there's actually some really cool links that go with it, like the Dark Charmer, or even much more interesting Vampire Fascinator, which, as someone showed me some of the interactions this card does, and this card is, like, incredibly underappreciated in this set, because I think they see the word zombie in this card twice. Like, you can't special summon for the rest of the turn except zombie, and including a zombie. And I think people overlooked it. But zombies aren't hard to come across. And this card's effect is absolutely insane. This is surprisingly underlooked. And if you think you have a deck that can utilize this, I would go ahead and test this out. Because from my tiny amount of testing, this card is kind of nice. This card is actually just very nice. But that's not why we're here. I'm not trying to discuss this. But the whole point of this engine is that a singular rank 3, or technically rank 1, will have a Dante Seer loop that establishes an F-Zero, and that's a lot of threats. Because not only does the Ghost Trick Shot make a Dante Seer loop, but you gotta remember, all of these are XE monsters. So if I get a poke in, I could easily threaten Zeus at any time during the duel. Meaning, this engine doesn't even particularly have to resolve. The fear of it resolving is more than enough to bait out the interactions I want to. And that's why I was playing it in the Zodiac tournament for my Lair of Darkness, is just because this engine is like virtually game-winning when it resolves. And it just because it doesn't resolve doesn't mean, like, you lose, because that's not what the deck is focused on. But this will chew through all your opponent's interactions, because they know for a fact this resolving is just too much. So that's one. That is one of 2 rank 3 interactions. Now, I will say, this isn't a thing for everyone, because as you can see, the bare minimum requirement to do that is 5 extra deck slots and 1 main deck slot. The main deck slot, whatever. That's we play bricks all the time. But the 5 extra deck slots is very inefficient. I will say, that is very inefficient. But the deck you would obviously play this in is a deck that doesn't have a very tight extra deck and has quite a bit of a focus on rank 3s. That's where you would play an engine like this. But that's one. Now, let's say you actually do want to go for something more efficient. Let's go ahead and grab back Tour Guide, and these cards in my hand will be discussed later. Let's say you want to do something more efficient, but you want to do it with fiends. Well, let's go ahead. Normal summon Tour Guide to summon another fiend out of the deck. And we will overlay these 2 level 3 fiends for DD Stone King Darius. Now, all this requires, if you couldn't guess, 2 level 3 fiends. And I have said this before, this card and what I'm about to summon, which I guess you guys know where this is going, this card, the DDD rank 10, has me wondering if I should rethink how I play Burning Abyss and Unchained at the same time. This card is obnoxiously powerful, considering that in 4 summons, you have established what effectively is double relinquish, double quick effect relinquish. This card is absolutely insane. This is what MBT would call I eat goats with sex sauce. This card is obnoxious, and it's like the Ghost Trick engine is also kind of insane. These are high power, low commitment rank 3 combos that are virtually generic outside of this one needing fiends, but like all the rank 3 decks, like almost all rank 3 decks have like fiend access, so that's not too crazy to think about, but that's a lot. That's actually a lot of power for rank 3s that has come very quickly. So it's like I said earlier, like despite the fact that Battle of Chaos introduced no new rank 3s, rank 3s improve substantially from this set, and one final demonstration of this, as you can see from the cards in my hand, we got a new rank 3 engine. And not to mention, in addition, we also got a new rank 3 engine in Grand Creators with the Punks. But since Punks are tuners, a lot of their applications are going to be around synchro summoning, and then later, if at all, you decide to go into XCs. But them being tuners doesn't make them nice for XCs, it makes them nice for synchros. But this other combo I want to show off is we now have a brand new generic rank 3 engine in the form of the Dream Mirror package. And what's really neat about the Dream Mirror package is that its attributes are exceptional for Chaos. So here is Neroy the Dream Mirror Heretic. I can't remember what its actual name is in the TCG, but if it's normal or special summoned, you add one of its light counterpart from your deck to your hand. And what's really cool is it says normal or special summoned. That's actually pretty cool. It might not come up if you're starting with it, but in like certain follow-ups, that's really, really cool. Especially, like I said, these work great for Chaos. So when it's normal summoned, you add the counterpart from your deck to your hand, and then the counterpart says if you control a Dream Mirror, you can special summon it, and then you can change this card's attribute if you want, which this one does the same thing. It can change its attribute. That doesn't matter. Who cares? That's not relevant for what we're trying to do. And then you could go to level 3s. That's a rank 3. We could go into Ghost Trick package. We can go into Leviair if you're doing Chaos stuff. We can really do whatever. And that's basically it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And I kind of wanted to demonstrate how very, very, like, quickly we increased the power of rank 3s just by accident. Because let me show you something real quick that I think you'll find funny. So let's go ahead and make the Draco future and do all that. And then I'll get the Ghost Trick shot out of the deck, so I'll detach this. Oh, no, I didn't mean to detach that, whatever. And then Ghost Trick shot. If you actually look at this field, this is, like, Farfa's worst nightmare. Every single thing you could do here, you could do at Burning Abyss, and you never, ever have to touch Dante. You have a Dante Seer loop in the form of Ghost Trick shot and Alucard, which means Dante's floating wall ability is kind of diminished and rendered kind of not important. But also, if you're trying to play a simple slow game, you can establish this with any 2 BAs, and you have double disruption before Nibiru can be summoned. So, I might be hinting at Dante is probably a card that in Burning Abyss, like, who's Dante? But yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. And if you can remind me who Dante is, I've heard that name before, go ahead and give me your soul.